Hello, this is a video on racism and why I'm not a racist and why it really should not matter what someone is a racist so long racial views, even racist words, jokes, negative insults should not matter so long should not matter so long is that racism does not follow a person into society. Now, I should say ahead of time, I will be at least at one or two points in this video possibly using the N-word, not as an insult to blacks, simply um mentioning the word that I'm referring to. And here is one reason why. I also would like to say I think the whole concept of saying the N-word is actually worse than just saying nigger, because when you say the N-word, well, you know who I'm talking about, so I'm essentially saying it anyways. And it's not like I'm calling a person the N-word, I'm simply saying the word that I'm referring to. And when I say the N-word, well, then you're the one who's saying nigger in your head. Say nigger, that's a nigger. So, and like that. I don't think people should say that. Um, but yeah, they say it. Um, so, and a lot of this, by the way, has to do with my video yesterday where I got a little bit, let's say, drunk. And I made a video. I had been reading about cases of, blacks murdering whites. So I decided to, so I had decided to, make a video about that, and I actually think it was a good video. And then there at the end, I did a video referring to a rap. I did at the end. I did a rap, or I didn't do a rap, but I posted a rap by a guy named Dendrophilian. I kind of up in the head there. And I thought it'd be funny at the time, and I was a little bit mad, but looking back, it was probably a stupid thing to do. But my feelings on racism is this. Racism used to mean something. Our society's done to the word racist what you did to the word rapist. A racist used to be someone who hated fucking black people, or someone who wasn't the race they were. And it also is something that, just because you're white, I mean, you could be a racist and not be white. Anyone could be a fucking racist. We've took that and we've turned it on its fucking head now, to the point it's actually the whole concept of racism is racism against white people at this point, because you're saying only whites can be racist. You're saying blacks can say much worse things about whites and commit crimes against whites, and they're not racist. When they are racist, you call it reverse racism, which implies it's simply a reaction to racism against them, which is bullshit. I mean, I can think of plenty of fucking blacks. I mean, there's blacks out there who hate Mexicans, and there's Mexicans who hate white people. Is that reverse racism? That's a fucking racist. And the whites really aren't that fucking racist anymore. There's probably much more whites who want to mix with black people and that kind of thing than there are blacks who want to mix with white people. Racism in the white community doesn't exist, maybe in the deep south and places like that, among some people and fucking freaks like I am. But I mean, yeah, for the most part, racism's gone. And the other thing about racism is I don't really care what someone believes, so long as they don't take that into their lives. Now the problem is, can you be a racist and not take that into your personal lives with you? And when I say that, what I mean when I say that is that you do not discriminate against someone else. If I see a homeless guy ask me for some money, I don't care if he's white or black. If he wants money, I'm going to give that homeless guy money. So that's not being racist against somebody. I'm not taking that into my personal life with me. And as far as saying things, posting things on the internet, there was a black DHS worker, as I've said, who posted that all white people need to be murdered. But I support him because it's his right. to think that white people should be murdered. I don't think he should be outright censored because of it. When you do that, you don't have freedom of speech, you don't have freedom of expression. Now, did he take that? The question is, did he take that onto the job with him? Did he take that to work with him? Did he discriminate against white people? Maybe. But when you're talking about, for example, things like the Paula Deen thing where she said the N-word, I do not quite see how saying the N-word is something that necessarily means she admitted she had said the N-word, which is, nigger, let's say it. She had admitted she had said that years before. She did not say that in the interview, and she would say it was something she was sorry about saying, from my understanding of it. Then there's other reports that she said other shit, and I don't know what the hell happened. But I do not see how that would cause her to actively in real life discriminate against another person. She was just too stupid to realize that you shouldn't say the N-word. But that's not going to hurt someone else. The question is, do we really want to have a world where you're censored and you can't say anything and you can't go anywhere and there's walls put up everywhere and you can't see anything and go anywhere? Or do you want to grow thicker skin and bigger middle fingers? Okay? Because if not, then you might very well wake up in a world one day where you can't see anything or do anything or know anything. And that is not freedom. So that's it. P666.